What's up, guys, and welcome to part 3 of turning my $1,500 BMW into a drift car. Okay, so first things first today, we need to get the passenger side outer tie rod off. Jake is going at it right now with some MAP gas. Apparently that burns hotter than the regular stuff. We didn't even have a torch last time, which was not very helpful. It is very stuck on there. It is seized. We tried pretty much everything to get it off last time and couldn't get it, so he's going at it with a torch now. Hopefully we can get that off today, and if so, we are going to go ahead and put on the angle kit, and if we get that done, I'm going to pull the rear diff and reseal it because it is leaking everywhere. Now, something great about this car is that the diff is already welded. However, I am going to take a look at the welds while the diff is out just to make sure everything looks good, and we'll just touch it up if it needs anything. Yeah, this car for the most part is going to be ready to go just with an angle kit and a welded diff. You don't really need much more than that. I don't think I'm going to start this year with a hydro. I am quickly running out of money on this budget build, and I still need a really good seat because that is definitely a priority. If you are rolling around in the car while you're trying to drift, you are not going to be very good at drifting. So getting a really good seat that's going to hold me in properly is definitely priority. I do want a harness as well, and if I do a seat, I'm so short that I have to be like so close to the front and so close to the steering wheel that if I do get a seat that doesn't like slide forward and back, and I don't want to have to slide it forward and back all the time because then I'm going to lose my seating position. If I do put in a seat, I'm going to need to be able to get out in an emergency, so I am going to need a quick release. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing a hydro this season or anything else really fancy. I think we're just going to get the angle kit in, reseal the diff, fix any oil leaks. It is misfiring as well. That's kind of something that I'd put on the back burner for now, just because I'm pretty sure I'll be able to figure that out. Otherwise, the motor seems healthy. It's only like on startup when it's cold and then it goes away. So I'm fairly sure it's just an old plug or a coil or something, so I'm just gonna figure that out later. So this is a part that I am not a huge fan of. I don't like using fire, and I also don't like cutting things off, so Jacob has been so great in that aspect of this build. Can't thank him enough for all of his hard work, and that sounds like it's coming off. Yay! Good Lord. That smells like chemicals. Like a whole lot of chemicals. I think I would probably cut things off myself if I absolutely had to. There was a lot of things on my Subaru when I pulled the motor out of it years ago that like I normally would not do myself, but did myself because I had to, like out of necessity. I've gotten lazy now. Okay, so while Jake is doing that, I was really struggling last time to get the rear calipers off. They are so seized. Like the bolts are so seized. So I'm going to attempt to do that first before I jump onto another project with the diff. I feel like I should finish the first thing before I move on to the next.
Ta-da!
Thank you. So thanks to Jacob, my front right outer tie rod end is off now. However, step 1 of putting in this angle kit is apparently to chop your inner tie rod ends by 1 inch. That is step 1. So he's going to get the cutter out again and go at it. Okay, so I got one of the 2 bolts broken free. Next, I'm going to pause and undo that rotor screw because last time if you take the caliper off before you try to break that rotor screw, it just spins, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, now I can go at that last back bolt that keeps trying to strip. And I can't even tell if I'm breaking it or if I'm just like... I can't tell if it's like stripping or if it's rounding or... It's just rounding it, it's not doing anything. Okay, so this bolt is being extra stubborn. It's rounding off because it's so rusty. I don't think it had much left to it by the time I even got in there because the bottom one came off easy and the top one is not so easy. I'm going to use just a 6-point socket on it now, and hopefully I can get it off. I like using wrenches because I can hit them easier, but I'm gonna have to hit the ratchet. Oh, this is pissing me off. Oh my god, I think I got it. Oh, I got it. That was the worst. That was terrible. The rotor just like fell off of this one. Bye. Okay, so now I'm going to take off the driver's side rear caliper. I'm trying to stick to one job at a time. So I got the other caliper off. I'll get this caliper off. If I have time, I'll move on to whatever the next job is. In the meantime, Jacob is plugging away at my angle kit over here. He's gonna set the one side up so I can kind of see how it goes together, and then I'm gonna attempt to do the other side myself. You're gonna love me. This rotor screw is tripping. Love that for me.
Are you trying to take it off?
I don't really know what I'm trying to do at the moment, to be completely honest with you. Okay, cool. So that was terrible. I drilled out the rotor screw. I did use heat. I feel like heat helped. But anyways, I used the torch and I used the drill, and I was able to get the rotor screw to the point where it could just kind of snap off, break off when I hit the rotor hard enough. So that's kind of what happened. I got it drilled down to the point where if I used the sludge and smacked the rotor hard enough, it just kind of popped apart. And yeah, now I have the caliper off, I have the rotor off, that rotor screw is never going back in again, and we can resume. For real though, that was the worst. There is nothing I hate more than rusty bolts that will not come out that you have to drill out. Okay, so coming back on this side, Jake has made some significant progress putting on the angle kit. Normally I do like doing everything myself, or at least trying to, but with everything we've got going on, it really helps having someone else who also knows what they're doing to tackle another area of the car while I tackle something else. As much as I'd love to learn to put the angle kit on from scratch and struggle with it, it takes so much more time to struggle through it. We just don't have that much time to spare because we also need to fix his car before drift season, so this is something we kind of gotta like go on. Alrighty guys, so we have been here for the majority of the day. We both have to work tomorrow and I'm very tired, and I have accomplished enough for today, so we are going to go home now. So I got the rotor screw drilled out on this side, and then the rotor and caliper off, and then on this side we got caliper off and the rotor as well. Up front, super exciting, we have the angle kit all put in. This needs to be tightened, but it's like a 24 or something like that, which I need to purchase or find because I don't have a 24 because that's way too big. But yeah, other than that, everything just needs to be snugged up and then it's good to go. Alrighty guys, so we have accomplished pretty much everything I needed to this weekend. I finally feel like we're like kind of on track to be finished for April. The only thing that's left is to button up this side with the angle kit. The rear diff needs to be resealed as well. Both front wheel bearings need to go in. The brakes need to go on, which is easy. I need to figure out what's leaking oil in the front, but I have a hunch it's just the drain plug. It really looks like it's seeping out of the drain plug. So last time I was here, I sprayed it all down. I haven't looked today and I don't really want to go underneath there, but I do need to figure out what's leaking under there because either the oil pan's leaking or the drain plug gasket's leaking. I'm hoping it's a drain plug gasket, but yeah, that is all for today. Thanks for watching, guys.